Why does it seem like Lauren German is leading a double life? When she's not doing nerdy things, what does Aimee Garcia get up to in her free time?
We love Garcia. She is the world's biggest nerd.
She is. World's biggest. They just crowned you that.
And how much does Tom Ellis make per episode?
I am not cheap.
Hi, I'm Janet. The devil's in the details, as you're about to find out. Lauren German as Chloe Decker. Uncovering personal info about German demands some serious detective skills. That's because she avoids the public eye like the plague. There's only one official ex-boyfriend on her dating list, the actor Ashton Holmes. Other than that, her love life is a mystery worthy of Detective Decker's time. That said, she doesn't mind sharing two of her off-screen passions with the world. She's got a knack for photography, and can you guess the other one? I'll tell you, Lauren's a talented artist. That's not all. She also holds a degree in anthropology. And although acting pays the bills, and handsomely at that, if you consider her estimated $1 million net worth, she paints to feed her soul. Just scroll through her Instagram wall and see her artwork for yourself. If Insta is anything to go by when she's not working, then Lauren is happiest with her buddy Pepper or painting in her yard. About speculations of her sexuality, that started doing the rounds after she played a gay character on Chicago Fire, she simply says. I mean, love is love, and personally, I would approach it no differently. I've played a few lesbians, and I have gay and lesbian friends, and I don't think it's really any different. Well said. Aimee Garcia as Ella Lopez. The 42-year-old's role as Ella wasn't her first one on TV. Yeah, she's actually not in her 20s, although it looks that way. No, Garcia is known for her roles on George Lopez and Dexter. And that's not even the whole list, which explains her $2 million net worth. If you thought German is a dark horse, just wait. So when Aimee was growing up, her parents were pretty strict about one day attending college. Garcia said that by the age of 4, I didn't even know what college was. I didn't know if it was a restaurant or a country. I just knew I was going. That's nothing out of the ordinary, I know. Instead, it's her choice of study that will surprise you.
Yeah, I triple majored in economics journalism and French. I worked in New York as an investment survey analyst.
Luckily, she decided to follow her heart and go into acting instead. And she's got another passion. It's comic books. She's a self-admitted nerd, so it's not really surprising that last year she collaborated with AJ Mendez to author the comic book series Glow vs. the Babyface. The duo recently also launched a production company called Scrappy Heart Productions. It can't be all work and no play though. Aimee told LA Times, "I'm a big entertainer, and I love to have people over. On Friday nights, we'll drink wine and have dance parties, or I'll host brunch with mimosas. If my girlfriends have a bad breakup, my home is a place where we can just cry, because they love it here and feel safe." Like German, Garcia's dating life is mysterious as hell. The only romantic rumor links her to former professional football player Anthony Cook. Back in 2011, Garcia said, "I'm dating a very high-maintenance career. It takes up all my time, but if you run into Ryan Gosling, tell him to give me a call." And that's all she has to say about that. Lesley-Ann Brandt as Maze. If you thought she used stunt doubles for her fight scenes, think again. The actress puts most of the world to shame with her enviable fitness regimen. She's got a strict 6 times a week routine, and you can bet yourself she didn't take a break during quarantine. It's obvious why she appeared on the cover of Women's Health magazine and is even live streaming her workouts. And on top of that, being a mom and a wife. But wait, let's backtrack a bit. She's so committed to her role as Maze that she might have just bailed on her honeymoon. What? Yeah, Lesley got married to her hubby, Chris Payne Gilbert, in the middle of filming an episode and skipped her honeymoon to go back to the set the next day. As if that's not impressive or crazy enough, she welcomed their son into the world during the filming of season 3. What's more, she was back working just 6 weeks after giving birth. Listening to all that, I think she ought to get double her current net worth $2 million. And you? But why is fitness and health so important to her? When you get your blood flowing and your endorphins going, it's a good way for you to get yourself out of the rut. Working with my trainer keeps me going, and my family, of course, she explained. When she's not a doting mom, Brandt loves to be on set. Our unit, like what we have on our show, is so rare in the industry. We have a no asshole policy. We all genuinely love each other. That's why we love them. Kevin Alejandro as Detective Dan.
See that? I just detected something.
In real life, Kevin is not a detective. But what's more important, he's also not a douche. He founded the Jerry P. Worsham Scholarship Fund a while ago with a friend. The aim? To help theater students cover their college fees. Now, that's a good way of putting his $3 million to use. On many levels, he's also one of the most dedicated guys out there. Like when he decided to pursue acting years ago. He literally sold all his possessions and moved to LA. But he's never claimed to have done it on his own and credits his one true love. I didn't have a lot of things go right in my life, but it didn't come into order until I met her. She started supporting me in my desire to be an actor, and she was the last piece of the puzzle that helped me push forward. Who is this mystery woman who stole his heart? It's his lovely wife, the musician Lesley-Ann Alejandro, who he still praises even after many years together. They tied the knot on Valentine's Day in 2004, and 4 years later they welcomed their son Caden into the world. One thing is clear, his son is the apple of his eye. A recent Instagram post read, "Happy birthday to my beautiful boy. You are the brightest star in the world. I'm excited to see the mark you leave on this world." When he's not loving his family, Kevin is busy with his own YouTube channel, where he shares secrets about the craft of filmmaking. He's also signed up for a Warner Brothers course to learn film production. He then went on to put his newly learned knowledge to practice straight away and directed an episode of Lucifer. Think that's all? No, it's not. He started a film company and produced his own movie, Adult Night. And can you guess who starred alongside him? None other than Lesley-Ann. To be honest, I can go on and on and on about Kevin's dedication, but I'll stop with his recent fitness transformation. You might have noticed Detective Dan's new muscled look. Obviously, Kevin didn't acquire his new physique overnight. He used the same trainer as Tom Ellis to reveal his six-pack. It seems at least half of the Lucifer cast are what I'd call overachievers. Rachel Harris as Dr. Linda. Another former Suits star, Harris boasts a net worth of around $4 million. If you'd look at her, you'd never guess that she's been struggling with self-esteem issues for years, would you? Her role as psychologist in Lucifer becomes all the more ironic when you hear about her personal struggles. Let's see. The lovely actress was married to actor Adam Paul for 5 years, but filed for divorce. But then, 7 years later, she found happiness with her new boyfriend, violinist Christian Hebel. He popped the question right after they'd been to their friend's wedding. The couple married in New York, and for the first time, she realized she was ready and excited to have children. But they weren't able to conceive naturally, and the pregnancy treatments they tried all failed. To add to their troubles, her doctor said she might only have a 50-50 chance of being able to carry a baby to term. And if she managed, she might be on bed rest for half the pregnancy. Not ready to give up, the couple decided the best option was surrogacy. And luckily for them, it all worked out, and 2 lovely boys, now aged 4 and 2 respectively, were the result. While Harris was completely in love with her role as mom, she wasn't as sure about herself. She comes from a family that battled both alcoholism and low self-esteem. I suffered from low self-esteem for many years, even though I've been in therapy since I was in college. In all of my past relationships, I was always the person who wanted to please the person that I was in love with, because I couldn't believe they actually wanted to be with me. Sadly, about 5 years in, their marriage was on the rocks, and Rachel is now a single mom with shared custody. One good thing, they're on good terms. Her focus is on new beginnings for her and their 2 young children. DB Woodside as Amenadiel. The former Suits star is a catch, isn't he? He's good-looking, talented, and worth around $3 million to boot. Well, many fans will be interested to hear that he is reportedly single and unmarried. However, his heart is already taken by a pretty lady. While Amenadiel may be inexperienced when it comes to parenting, DB knows a thing or two about being a dad. Yeah, he has an 11-year-old daughter, Dakota. Woodside and his former girlfriend and mother of his child, actress Golden Brooks, parted ways. Luckily, they're still on good terms when it comes to their daughter and often go for family dinners. When he's not working or spending time with Dakota, it looks like DB can probably also be found in the gym working out. That body doesn't build itself overnight, that's for sure. Tom Ellis as the devil himself. From only signing up to acting in high school to meet girls, to the handsome and famous devil, Tom's road to playing the devil is indeed riddled with sweet ironies, like the fact that most of his family, including his twin sister, are actually Baptist preachers in real life. And not forgetting his angelic voice. The script was actually done, and Lucifer wasn't supposed to sing. But all that changed in the blink of an eye when the producers discovered Ellis's hidden singing talent during a night of karaoke. Note, copious amounts of alcohol might have been involved. Okay, so he also plays the guitar and the piano. He can sing and dance. He's pretty much got it all. So his sizable wealth of $6 million shouldn't be any surprise, especially considering that long before Lucifer, Tom was a household name in the sitcoms Miranda and Merlin, among others. He was also in Rush, where he played the lead role. And isn't it romantic? Granted, his role as Lucifer doesn't pay too shabbily. According to The Richest, Ellis is thought to make as much as $50,000 per episode of the show. On top of that, Ellis finds time to stay in shape. And he's a father of 3. His oldest daughter, Nora, was born when he was dating his ex, Estelle Morgan. Estelle and Tom never got married, but a year after Nora was born, Tom married a British actress, Tamsin Outwaith. Sadly, the marriage ended 8 years later, after Tamsin found out about Tom's love affair. He's just human after all. Both Tom and Tamsin have moved on. Just last summer, he exchanged vows with screenwriter Megan Oppenheimer during a romantic lakeside wedding. The pair seem happy, and it doesn't hurt that Megan gets along great with his girls. Over to you. Which cast member's real-life story surprised you the most? And who do you think is the fittest of them all? Share with us in the comments. And until next time, stay awesome.